Hello everyone, welcome to SPS. Today my topic is power sharing. Belgium is a small country in Europe, smaller in area than the state of Haryana. It has a population of the 1 crore, half the population of Haryana. The ethnic composition of this country is very complex. Of the country's total population, 59% live in Flemish region and speak Dutch language. Another 40% live in the Wallonia region and speak French. Remaining 1% speak German. In capital city Brussels, 80% people speak French while 20% are Dutch speaking. The minority French speaking community was relatively rich and powerful. This was recentered by the Dutch-speaking community, who got benefit of economic development and education much later. This led tension between Dutch-speaking and the French-speaking community during 1950 and 1960s. Let us compare this to the situation in the another country, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an island nation. It has 2 crores people, same as in Haryana. In Sri Lanka, the major social group are Sinhala speakers 74% and Tamil speaker 18%. There are about 7% Christian who are both Tamil and Sinhala. The leaders of Sinhala community adopt a series of majoritarian measures to establish Sinhala supremacy. In Act 1956 was passed to recognize Sinhala as official language. This disregarding Tamils, the government favored Sinhala applicants for university position and government job. A new constitution stipulated that states shall protect and foster Buddhism. All these measures increased the feeling of alienation among the Sri Lankan Tamils. They felt that government policies denied them and discriminated against them in getting jobs and ignored their interest. By 80s, several political organizations were formed and demanding an independent Tamil state in northern and eastern part of Sri Lanka. The distrust between the two communities is turned into widespread conflict. It soon turned into civil war. It resulted thousands of people of both the communities have been killed and many more lost their livelihoods. The civil war has caused a terrible setback to the social, cultural and economic life of the country. But the Belgian leaders took a different path between the 1970 and 1993. They amended their constitution 4 times. They would enable to everyone to live together with the same country. Constitution prescribed the number of the Dutch and French speaking ministers shall be equal in the center government. Many power of the center government have been given to the state government of the two regions of the country. Thus, no single community can make decision unilaterally. Brussels had a separate government. Apart from the center and the state government, there is a third kind of government called community government. This government has a power regarding cultural, education and language related issues. What do we learn from that? The two stories of the Belgium and the Sri Lanka, both are democracy, yet they dealt with the question of a power sharing differently. In Belgium, the leaders have realized that a unity of country is possible only by the respecting the feeling of the interest of the different community and religion. Example of Sri Lanka shows that the majority community wants to force its dominance over the other and refuse to share power. It can undermine the unity of country. So power sharing is necessary in any democratic country. Thank you.